Hi friends, this is Cheryl from Maker's Life. I just had to restart this a couple times. The sun keeps going up and down, so I'm not good enough with my camera to figure out how to set the aperture. But anyway, so I think it's been about a month since the last time I recorded, and I just wanted to sit down and catch up with you. I was able to go, my husband and I went on vacation to Missouri, and I've always known, I was born and raised in California, and then we moved up to the Pacific Northwest when we retired. My kids had gone to college up here, and my husband and I just fell in love with it. It's where in California, where it looks like this in certain parts of California, with the pine trees. Well, in California it's pine trees, here it's fir trees. But to live all around it all the time, we were so excited to live in a forest and still be in a city. So that's kind of like the area we live in. There are, over the mountains, it's high desert, but on this side it's mountainous. So we love it here. But I've traveled a lot of places in my lifetime. We've gone to Russia, China, Europe, all over the place. There is nothing like the United States. And I have done a little bit of traveling to the Midwest. We've gone to Iowa, to Oklahoma. And, you know, it's beautiful, but very flat farmland, what we saw. And I assumed that Missouri would be the same way. I thought Missouri would be farmland, which is beautiful. I love farmland. I love farms. I love our farmers. I want to be a farmer. No, it's too hard to work. I don't want to be a farmer. Little farmer is good. Being a farmer, I can't even imagine being a farmer nowadays. We have relatives that are farmers, and it's a lot of work. But I digress. Oh, and this is a channel about cross stitch and quilting and making of things. Sorry about that. I was just so excited to catch up because I was flabbergasted at how beautiful Missouri was. I was literally flabbergasted. And I'll post some pictures at the end. I've had some on Instagram, but I'll post a few at the end. I was able to meet up with my oldest sister, and brother-in-law, and we stayed just a week. It wasn't very long. And Mike kept us jam-packed doing things constantly every day. I tend to like to have one day of busy and then one day of rest. Nope, not Mike. Mike is like, go, 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 which is right up Ed's alley, so Ed loved it. Chris and I were a little pooped at the end of the days. But we went to a reserve that was called, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called right now. It was like so on the tip of my tongue or the top of my head. And now I can't remember, so I'll have to post it here. Anyway, it was a reserve that was started, oh my gosh, I've forgotten who it was started by too. Hey, I'll post that here too. They own one of the big fishing stores throughout the United States. Bass Pro Shops. So, anyway, they started this reserve and they bought, I want to say it was like under 1,000 acres or right around 1,000 acres to start with, and now it's grown huge. It's huge. It's beautiful. And I thought it was Disneyland because of the way it looked like, you know, how they stack the rocks in Disneyland. You know, those are all fake rocks, right? Well, I mean, concrete, but fake rocks. But here, it was natural limestone that was layered to make these beautiful waterfalls. And I couldn't get over it. We have beautiful waterfalls in the Pacific Northwest. And these were different and just as beautiful. And the water because of the limestone, the minerals in the limestone flowing into the water, made the water look like you were in the Caribbean. I could not get over it. It was beautiful. And I told Ed, can we just put a house here? I would move to Missouri and put a house right here. It was breathtaking. And they had animals that they were protecting, growing the herds and protecting. So they had some different types of longhorn cattle that were supposedly endangered. I believe them. I don't think they were lying. And they had some buffalo. They had a white buffalo, which my understanding is that's rare. And so he was the stud of all these buffaloes, and I'll have a picture in here of him. And you could tell he's in control. So there was a herd of elk. I'm not sure. I don't think those are endangered, but I actually don't know. But they also had, which I hope Ed got a picture of it because I didn't get a very good picture of it. They had these trout that had some sort of genetic dysfunction. Genetically, something went wrong, and it made them bright yellow. And so, consequently, there were hardly any of them because any bird or any bird of prey or any other animal could see these bright yellow fish and this beautiful clear bluish green rivers. And so they were getting picked off. So they put them into this one pond, and I don't know if you ever watch Big Bang Theory. I love Big Bang Theory. I probably have seen that whole series maybe 7 times. And I'm watching it again right now. But Sheldon gets fired from his job, and he creates neon fish so that they'll glow in the dark because he's afraid of sleeping in the dark. That's what these fish look like in Missouri. They look like they were neon swimming around in the lake or in the pond. They also had regular trout in there, and those trout, regular dark trout, you couldn't see. But these yellow trout, oh my word, they were like neon. But it was beautiful, beautiful and amazing. The people of Missouri, they're so kind. And I guess growing up on the West Coast, it's like I don't know what to expect in the Midwest, and but people are people, and they're either lovely or they're not. And these people were lovely. Everybody we ran into, I say hi to people on the street when I'm walking around, but not like these people. These people were like coming out of their shops telling you hello. People walking down the street were just so friendly. I couldn't get over it. I just couldn't get over it. It was a wonderful time. We had a great time, and it was great having sisterly time. We don't get it this September, so we took it a little bit early. Normally Chris comes out in September, but not this year. So it was just beautiful. And we got to tip our toe into Arkansas, which we literally just tipped our toe. You'll see that picture. It was also part of this preservation area. Part of it was in Arkansas, part of it was in Missouri. So anyway, I just had the best time. All of you who live in Missouri, lucky, lucky, lucky you. It's beautiful there, and I can't wait to come back someday. And let me tell you, if you want to do any kind of handwork, the Midwest is a place to get your supplies. There was yarn shops and quilt shops and cross stitch or embroidery shop. There were so many shops, and then things people made. They had craft. There was a craft store that was handcrafted stuff people made. That was the size of a mall. It was it was so much fun to go through. I mean, anything you can imagine, from jellies, which we couldn't bring on the plane, I would have loved to handmade, handmade things. Sure, I got this lovely shirt there, although I'm sure it's not handmade, but, well, it's handmade by somebody. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We went to a show that's called Sight and Sound, and that was incredible. You can look them up on YouTube, and I'll put a link at the bottom of my page, but that was incredible. That was just amazing. I don't know why they're not in Hollywood, but it was, well, they're in Hollywood, not in Hollywood because they're smart. But anyway, it was so much fun. We had a great time. And let's see, we got back and it was 80 degrees there, but we only had thunderstorms and rainstorms for one day, and then that day it was 80, and then it went down to the 60s. So it was perfect for me. I loved it. Then we came home to rain. Now it's supposed to be warming up. We got everything planted and it's supposed to be warming up. I was hoping to shoot this out in my yard, but this new medication I'm on to lower my sugar, because my sugar is a little too high, it makes me really cold. So I now understand what all the rest of you are like, because I literally am always hot. Hot. I'm in shorts, tank top, and sandals. But now I'm like, Ed walked into the house and was like, "What is wrong with you? Are you sick?" And I said, "No, I think it's this medication." So I sent a message to my doctor, like, "Is this going to go away? Because I don't like being cold. I am so sorry for making fun of everybody I did about being cold, because now I understand." But anyway, let's see. So that's pretty much been my last month. I got a bee in my bonnet about one cross stitch pattern that I'll show you, as well as I've been working on my first sewing class, which the gals who were going to work with me, they wanted to wait until September, which actually makes sense because everybody's going on vacation, including all of us, and it's a little hard to get something started that we don't know how to do from scratch and get it started while everybody's traveling. So we decided to wait until September, and then I'll start my first sewing class, which actually gives me time to take the machines in and get them cleaned and ready in case people need them. But I'll show you that a little bit later. Right now I've got to show you, first I'll show you my cross stitch I've been working on, and then I got to show you my haul, because I got some haul. I mean, I didn't get a lot, but I love it all. It's not like I even had a question. Okay, so now on to what you really came on this channel to see. So the first thing is what I've had my bee in my bonnet about. I have just been stitching this, and this is Stacy Nash. Okay, I'm not going to be able to talk today. Stacy Nash's Summer at Hollyberry Farm sampler, and that's the sampler. And I'm stitching this on Fox and Rabbits. Oh, I should have had my hog bristle. I didn't put my glasses on. They're not too far, but I'm too lazy. And I'm keeping it in my, look at this. This is my House of Stitch and Stash. I don't know if she still does it, but she used to have a project bag of the month, and I was part of it. And look at that cute fabric. Oh, I love that fabric. Anyway, House of Stitch and Stash. She now designs, which her designs are super cute too. But this one is, what is this one again? Summer at Hollyberry Farm. And so this is, sorry, I roll my fabric up. I stitch in hand and then I roll it. You'll see my roll lines. But this is how far I've gotten. I've been home a week. I had a little bit of the border done, if you remember. I've showed this before. But now I'm on the mega house. Oh my goodness. That is gonna be something. I've always loved houses because I like just stitching. I like just stitching. And so not to have to think is really nice. But this is a big house. And I don't know how Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, she is doing a mega house. A mega house on her Halloween Afghan. I don't remember who does those, but wow, she's got a giant house. And she hates doing houses. I love doing houses. She hates them. She had a stitch time while we were coming back home from Missouri, and she had a stitch time at her house. She's had a reaction to one of her medications, and so she wasn't going out, but you know, girlfriends, we don't care what we look like. I mean, half the time I'm really happy if they have their bras on, but you know, whatever. Me too. Anyway, we were flying in that day, and she said, I said, well, I can't make it because we'll literally be flying in right when you come in. And she told me she'd mark an X on her roof, and I could just parachute in. And I was like, no, there's none of that happening. I actually thought I might be. We got in a little early. I thought I might be able to get down there, but I was so tired. I mean, I love them, but I don't love them that much. So, okay. So the next thing I had was, okay, so everybody knows that I crochet a little bit. I mean, I have a couple big projects going, but I crochet, and I really want to learn how to knit. And so I saw that Anna, Stitch Roadies, had Tasha from Acorns and Thread teach her how to knit. I was so jealous. But I've been watching YouTube videos trying to learn, and I have a couple friends who I met at the Acorns Beach Retreat that we're going to have a get-together, but I have to sit down and calendar out some other stuff first. That does not stop me from buying all the cute things to go with my knitting. So I have all the cute things now, including, look at this cute bag to hold my knitting. So it has, okay, I gotta take this out. So it has pockets on the inside for my needles and to hold my thread. Isn't that cute? I thought I would like this. I would carry this around just because it's cute. So that was at a yarn shop there, and while I was there, the lady talked me into this. I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not, but she talked me into this, and this is from Everything Crochet, and she was selling out of them. Anna found that they sell this on Amazon too, but she was selling it for half price. So it's this whole crochet set, and supposedly this is ergonomically good for you for the hook. So you just put the hook in, and it also has a light. Can you see the light? See? So I can crochet at night? Yeah, I don't know. And then it has a counter. So anyway, that was fun. She talked me into it. I don't think it was very hard to talk me into it. But, oop, light's on. It can also be used as a flashlight. Dual purpose. So I got that. Okay, then at that craft store that I was telling you about, things that people make, there were a couple things that I could have made this myself, but I have to get something for Ed, and I'd gotten him a fish shirt, but then I saw this and thought, I've got to get this. So we're going to put this in the trailer, or in the RV. So that was Ed's little present. And then they had a whole little quilting accoutrement or cross-stitch accoutrement stuff room. And so I got this. Look at this. I thought, how cute is that? On a giant spool with a tomato on top and all painted. Let's see, what was that painting called? Toll painting. Toll painted on here. I think that's toll painting. Anyway, that was really cute. So then I have a few patterns here I'll show you before I get to the kits, which I was watching Lori McClary, textilist, talking about panels, and it's funny because she got some panels and I was also on a bender for panels. But first, I got this little wool kit from, who does this? This is called A Woolly Winter Forest by Wooden Spools Design. I thought that would be a cute thing to do with my older grandkids, my older granddaughters for Christmas. And at Thanksgiving, we tend to do a project. So I thought that would be fun. And then I have a daughter-in-law whose her last name was Vogel, which means bluebird, she said. And she's always wanted me to make her a bluebird quilt. So this is called Feathers from the Pattern Basket. And I'm just going to change the fabrics into blues. Can you see that? Really, really cute. It was all made up in the store. It was really cute. And this one, I mean, their photography was not the best, but they had one of these made up in the store and I loved it. So I thought I'm going to make this for the girls for Christmas. This is a Cozy Christmas Tree Skirt by Peacemakers. And so they had made theirs all with, of course, Christmas fabric, and it was really cute. But this picture does not do it justice. So there's that. It's kind of that raw edge. I'm not sure how that's done, but I'm looking forward to learning. And then my brother-in-law had run us so much that when I saw this embroidery, I thought, oh yes, this is going home with me. This is from Chickadee Hollow Designs, and it's Oh Hell, I Think I'll Take a Nap. It's a winter cross-stitch snowman taking a nap, and that is really how I felt. Oh, I gotta take a nap. So there's that. Okay, so I went to this quilt store, which this was a beautiful quilt store. It's called Quilts and Quilts in Branson, Missouri. And oh, the sun just went down, and now I'm brightening back up. Anyway, they wouldn't let me video in there because a lot of their patterns they do themselves, and so they just didn't want me to video. So they had this quilt on their clearance, in their clearance room. They had 4 rooms of clearance kits. I mean, I could have just bought, if I had the money, I would have just bought them all. This is called, let's see, Blessed, and it's by Quilts and Quilts. The fabrics are, I've never heard of this, Wabi Blues and Tans, W-A-B-I. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. But it was like 75% off, so I couldn't beat that. Just the fabric. Look at all the fabric that's in that. I mean, there's a lot of fabric in there. And the kit includes a pattern, plus fabrics, plus binding, plus backing, plus pre-cut, pre-fused applique pieces. Can't beat that. So that's the quilt. There we go. Oh boy, it's not coming. There we go. So I got that one. It's really pretty. And then I got a couple of, oh wait, I'll show you these last. Let's see, yeah, I'll show you those last. This next pattern, I've been looking for a pattern for Ed's elk. Oh my gosh. What are these called? Panel. Ed's elk panel. And I saw this pattern. I don't know who the pattern, oh, it's done by Mountain Peak Creations, and it's called Bookends. And I have that panel, and I really liked the design. I mean, I could have figured it out, but anyway, like to support people. But they had it done with this. And so I had to buy this panel because it's a Moda panel, and it's called Winter Friends by Deb Strain. And look how cute that is. It says, friends make the season merry. Hopefully I have that in there. And it has the 4. So I got this because I have never seen cardinals before. And this fabric line has some beautiful cardinal fabric. I've never seen cardinals before. We were so excited to be we were putting nuts out for and seeds out for them to eat outside of our room. And I mean, they are beautiful, beautiful birds. So I killed 2 birds. Oh, that's really bad, huh? 2 birds with 1 stone. Anyway, I got my pattern for my husband's quilt, and I got a Christmas quilt, and to remember the cardinals that I saw. So that was fun. And then, okay, this one, I walked in the door, and they had all of the 250 quilt things up, as well as all the military. Every military was supported. They had quilts for every branch of the military. But I saw this panel, and this is by Northcott, and it's Stonehenge America 250. Oh boy. My sister Colleen is going, Stitching with the Sisterlies, is going to beg me for this one. I know it. Anyway, here we go. I've got to like roll it up because it's long. So it starts with the eagle, then the 250 and the flags, and then the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Isn't that amazing? And then the writing. So I have ordered some of the Stonehenge fabric to go with it. And I'll show you the pattern that they had. So this is the way they had it made up. This is done by Bound to Be Quilting, and this is Land of Liberty. And I'm telling you, it was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous quilt. So Ed and I are going fishing in a couple weeks over a weekend, and I'm going to cut this and get it ready and take it with me to make, along with his elk one. I promised him I wouldn't sell his elk one. All right, so the last bit of haul from there, you won't believe it. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I kept asking the lady. I couldn't believe it so much. I kept asking the lady, are you sure? Are you sure? That's really the price. She said, yes. So one of the things I want to do is make a quilted jacket out of which I showed you, the fabric that I wanted to make the quilted jacket out of. And so I got a couple patterns I found at this store. This one is called the Elemental Coat by Crinkle Dreams. And I liked it because it had this short one that I thought my granddaughters might like. Okay, not sure where it stopped. But I liked this jacket pattern. a little bit lighter, but it had the old pattern pieces, which I love that. And this one's called a little something jacket. So I got both of those patterns, and then I found this. I thought, I'm telling you, I can't believe how cheap it was. Even the fabric is worth more than this. So, than what I paid for it. So this is a red, white, and blue. Now they only had a couple jackets, but the red, white, and blue jacket, $25. Come on, I can't make it for that price. So to find it for $25, so cute. Has pockets. I mean, I'm in love with it. I was gonna wear it today because I'm freezing, but I thought I won't wear it until I'm done with my video. So those were all of my hauls for while we were on our trip. And the last thing, well, I have two things to talk about. One, I took my soup bones out of the freezer, so I'm going to do my video for making beef stock. So that'll be probably later this week or next week. Well, I'm making it this week, but whether the video will be up, I'm not sure. That's where I'm a little slow at editing. But the last thing I wanted to share was my sewing class, which I'm so excited about. I'm going to do it at my house, and I'm going to start with just a couple of ladies, because I just don't, even though I have that beautiful cottage, I don't have the room for all the supplies you need for more than 2 to 4 people. So I'm going to start with 2 to 4, and then we're going to make a quilt that my friend Jolynn from Acorns and Threads, she taught a class at Pioneer Quilts on beginning quilting when we first moved up here, and so it was my first quilting pattern, and it taught me all the basics, and I loved it. So that's going to be what we're going to do, which is, I don't know if I could show the whole thing all at once. So this is, it's really, so it shows you nine patches, and you know how to sew strip quilting, and then you do half square triangles on the friendship star. Can you see the friendship star? So anyway, this is the first one I ever long-armed also. So it's got giant long-arming. It's like giant, but I love it. So this is going to be the quilt that they're going to make. And I think they're going to love doing this. And it's a pretty easy quilt pattern. So like I said, I think we're going to meet week after next. And then we'll chart out the classes, and then we also are starting a quilting group where they can actually, it's going to be a handwork group. Handwork is not the right, see, we haven't even come up with the name for it yet. So we have at our church, we have crochet and knitting group, which is called the Crow Nuts. Crow Knits. Knit crows. Oh shoot. I'll put that here too. I have a lot of editing to do this time. Anyway, so we need to come up with a name for any kind of handwork or sewing you want to do. And that will be at our church. It'll be open to anybody who wants to go. So anyway, we'll get that scheduled out too. And then they want to do other sewing things, and they want to do canning, and so we have some scheduling to do. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait to start. But other than that, I think, let's see, I have a book I've been reading. This one is called Praying Like Monks and Living Like Fools. Really good book. Tyler Staton, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He went to the school that my boys went to, and he writes like I think, which is like really simple. He writes like his life. So it's a really good book. If you're interested in reading a book about prayer, that's a really good book. Other than that, I've just been gardening, and I think I'm going to finish up some gardening this week and get down into my quilt room so I can get these classes set up, get the patterns copied, and set that all up. And I think that's it. I think the garden's just got to grow. And I was thinking of doing like a live just cross stitch together. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. In fact, I was thinking of doing that today, but I'm not going to. Just cross stitch and chat. So I don't know. I don't know what you think of that. Next time I have a video, I'm going to have some giveaways. I went through all my charts and got rid of, I have so many duplicates. I don't know what I was thinking. So I laughed at Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher, because she had a couple giveaways today that were things she bought twice, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. So anyway, I think that's it. I'm jealous that my friends are at the attic having a good time. Well, Audrey's not, but she's feeling good, so that's what matters. And my kids are at the coast. Oh, my granddaughter, I just went to her graduation, and she's going to school to be a beautician, an esthetician. So I'm excited for that because she can take care of this old hair of mine. So you could tell I'm trying to figure out things to say, but really I'm done. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll post about my beef stock, and I hope you have a lovely week. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you next time. Bye.